Hey, what's up? It's the Nerf Herder, and it's time for my monthly recap. This is for July 2015. As you can see, my stack of boxes got a lot smaller. I said I was cutting down, and I meant it. Only 9 boxes this month. You know, good for me. You know, not so good for you, because you guys really liked seeing, you know, the 15, 16 boxes. But it's just getting a little out of control. So, scaled it down. These are, you know, essentially some of the basics with a little extra in there. But this is like the core group of boxes. So, let's start out with one of the good ones. Okay, so let's start out with the box everybody loves to hate. The Loot Crate, which the theme was Heroes 2. Because they already did a theme Heroes. So, inside, we got... I can't open it. We got this really awesome Batman Q-Pop figure, which is the classic Batman. This Batman Batarang like multi-tool, really awesome. You know, just weird off the wall kind of thing. Of course, the button, and then this exclusive Regrettable Superheroes book. And this is just superheroes over the ages that didn't quite make it. Like Fat Man, the Human Flying Saucer. So I thought that was really cool. I still haven't read it yet, but still an awesome book. Oh, and we can't forget the Wonder Woman poster. She Can Do It. Very cool vintage, you know, like Rosie the Riveter type poster. Very cool. I mean, it's just a poster, but it was a very unique design, and I really like that. Then you got a couple little dinky little extras. You got this Spot air freshener, a Zelda wristband, and then an unlockable character on a free-to-play game on Steam. You know, not the greatest, but the other stuff made up for it, and for $20, you know, people like to bag on Loot Crate all the time, but for, you know, for $20, man, this was awesome. This was a good month. I'm going to rate this 4 out of 5 stars. I think they did a really great job. They just threw a little extra filler in there. So, yeah, you know, it was decent. It was above average. I think they did a really good job. So, there's that. Okay, and next up was the Nerd Block with Humanity's Last Hope, which came with this really cool Mad Max comic book right there. A Ghostbusters paper wallet, and we got one, I think it was Loot Crate that had a paper wallet before. This one's a little bit better, a little bit better wallet. But, very cool. I don't know if I'll ever use it, but it's still cool. Got a Pocket Pop, Avengers keychain. You know, the Avengers is kind of getting old. And then, a Transformers dangler. Now, I've never seen these before, but, it's pretty cool looking. I got, Optimus Prime right there, and he's pretty awesome. Then, of course, the t-shirt, which was a Cobra/Cobra Kai mashup right there. I thought that's awesome. I love this shirt, and I'm going to wear this all the time. Very cool. And then finally, a Titans figure, and it's a an exclusive Buffy the Vampire Spike figure, and I made the mistake of opening mine, and now he will never sit back the way he's supposed to ever again. He just kind of rattles around in there. So I'm going to have to, like, set him up for display with his little feet in the hole and never move him again, because he just kind of jumbles around. And I know that makes inbox collectors, you know, quiver. Which I am, but, you know, what can I do? I opened him up. But, very awesome box. I'm not a Buffy fan, but I like the figure. The shirt's cool. Mad Max comics cool. Really great things from Nerd Block. And I will give them a 4 out of 5 as well. I thought it was really good, really well done. All right, next up, part of the big three, as I call them, Geek Fuel. And this was a decent box. You got this this Tour de Geek t-shirt, which I kind of like. I wish it was like, you know, full color instead of just green and yellow color. You got this Aliens versus Vampirella poster right there, which I like the alien. He's very awesome. I'm not like a Vampirella fan, so, you know, I mean, she can sit there and look pretty, but, you know, in the end, it's, whatever. Then we got this Ant-Man shot glass. It's a mini pint, they call it, but it's a shot glass with Ant-Man's face on it. Full Steam game of Burn Star, and it had these candy stars, which I've been eating, and they're very good. But I haven't played the game yet, because I've just been running around. I haven't played any games. Usually they're pretty cool, so I expect nothing less. And then a Geek Fuel exclusive Civil War comic. And it comes with a certificate of authenticity that is an exclusive cover. And then the Geek Fuel magazine. And then a Serenity Firefly pin, which is kind of understated and it's kind of hard to see and everything like that. I wish they would have had something a little bit better, you know, for a Firefly item, but it's still cool. I just don't collect buttons, so it is what it is. But, very good for Geek Fuel. Not their best. They've definitely done better, but I'd say it's pretty average, so 3 out of 5. It was decent. I liked it. Just didn't blow me away. Alright, and next we had the 1-Up box, which had the Justice theme. It came with, so it had a Justice League little wind-up figure. I got Cyborg. It had a Ninja Turtle, like, pencil topper. We got some Batman glasses right there. This shirt, which is Super Rangers. It's a Mario Power Rangers mashup. And Princess 007 mashup magnet. And then some tattoos. So I wasn't very impressed by this at all. I have a kid that's really going to like the shirt, so that's, you know, cool. He's also into Ninja Turtles and stuff. So basically this was a box pretty much geared towards a little kid, really. None of this stuff I really liked, but my youngest kid, he's going to like it. So I can't bag on him too much, but it wasn't a really good box. I would say 2 out of 5 stars. You know, they could have done much better. 1-Up box has really been slacking lately, and their ideas are kind of more miss than hit. So there's that. And next up is the Super Geek Box, which is the Pixel Power theme, if I'm not mistaken. Again, in 2 boxes. So they got so much stuff crammed in their little box that they had to go to a second box just to get everything in. So this had this really cool NES mouse pad. It's the biggest mouse pad I've ever seen. Very cool. I'm definitely using this. This is awesome. I love that. And then there was 2 little Pac-Man, they call them keychains, but they're just a little stuffed Pac-Man guys and a ghost. By itself, it would have been pretty dumb, but as the pair, it's decent. You know, I can work with that. You know, I like Pac-Man. I can do something with them together more than just, you know, just have a stuffed Pac-Man or a stuffed ghost. So I like that they included 2. Also, Space Invaders candy. I like the tins better than the candy. You know, I wish they, you know, everybody sent one of these lately. It's getting a little excessive. Some Pixel glasses, and these are just like geek glasses. They're not sunglasses. And they had this little little stickers right here for tape in the center to be, you know, like geek glasses. And then they had these Mario stickers as well as a Mario dog tag. And then in the other box, naturally, is the shirt, which was a classic Game Boy shirt, which I thought was really cool. A lot of people complain, and I kind of see where they're coming from. The Geek Box exclusive, I mean, but that's where the Nintendo was. And they couldn't obviously put Nintendo on there. It is a little big on the front. But look at this on the back. It even has like the battery case on it. So that was really cool. And I really like what Super Geek Box is doing. And they're coming up with some good ideas. This one, not as good as the other ones, but still a good box. I'm giving them 3 out of 5 stars. It's an average box. I liked everything they got, and you can't beat it for the price. Okay, and next up we got the power-up box, which, you know, I never know the power-up box themes. They just kind of have stuff in them. So this came with a Justice League of America comic book, which was just a standard cover, I believe. It doesn't say anything about being exclusive. There's this Deadpool flashlight. It's the Deadpool eyes that project onto the wall. These, you know, I got a couple of these from various, you know, boxes and stuff like that. They're so-so. I mean, it's a flashlight, but, you know, nothing great. A deck of Avengers cards. Now, if I played cards, that'd be one thing, but I don't. I mean, I used to play euchre back in the day and stuff like that. Not so much anymore. So, you know, just a plain old deck of cards really isn't my thing. A candy shot glass. Now that's cool, and I'm kind of interested in trying it out. I'm not sure, you know, like if it'll, if you leave the alcohol in there, will it flavor it, the candy flavor, or do you just like take shots out of it and then try to eat the glass afterwards? I don't know. It's unique. It's cool. It's something different. It's a candy shot glass. Also, a Captain America plushie, and he's not bad for a plushie. He's kind of mean looking. He's simple. Nothing special, but I just kind of like the way he looks. And as far as plushie goes, he's not bad. He's doable. I'll work with it. He's not all big and fluffy and soft. But then we got this giant Ant-Man bobblehead. It's the Wacky Wobbler. Giant. He's awesome. And you don't see these very much in Geek Boxes, so I was like super excited to get that. I think that's really cool. And then, of course, this Avengers, like, pixelated, keeping the streets safe t-shirt. The Avengers is, I mean, it's getting old as far as boxes go. I think it's run its course. I think we could stop doing Avengers items for a little while, give everybody a break. That's just my opinion. But, very cool. Definitely a 4 out of 5 star box here. Some of the filler was just so-so, but what they did, you know, the good stuff they put in made up for it. So, very cool from the power-up box. Alright, and next up is the Geek Me Box. And this was an odd-shaped one, but it had this very cool Snoopy Grow toy, and I'm a big fan of Snoopy, so that was cool. They had this Monsters of Jimmy Crumb graphic novel, which I'm not familiar with, but I'll definitely read it. Not too bad. Another tin of candy. This is Pac-Man. Again, the candy, the tin, you get it. We've seen it so many times. This orange, I'm sorry, Arkham is the new black t-shirt there, and it's a decent design. It's got like all the Batman villains on it. So I definitely wear it. It's not bad. It's a pretty cool shirt. And then finally you got this Rare Elements coin. It's a Kickstarter, and I'm not into tabletop games or, you know, anything like that. So this item's kind of wasted on me. I think it's cool. It's very good quality. You know, if you're into that kind of thing, you should definitely check them out. But it wasn't for me. And I'm guessing it was kind of an expense because there's not a lot else in the box this month. So I'm thinking this you know, like, ate up a lot of the money. So it is what it is. As far as Geek Me Box goes, it wasn't their best month. It wasn't their worst month. They're always pretty good. This is average. I'll give it 3 out of 5 stars. Okay, next up we got the Collectible Geek I Want It All Time Machine, and this had this it was jumper or something like that, a magnet. Terminator reaction figure, very cool, like that. The actual The Time Machine by H.G. Wells book, which I love the old movies and stuff like that. I'm gonna read this. This is awesome, very cool. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure: Wild Stallions Backstage Pass, very cool. I know it's just, you know, what are you gonna do with it, really? I just like it just because I've never seen a Bill and Ted's item in any box ever. So that's really cool. I like that. There was some Back to the Future little mini posters. I got Welcome to Hill Valley, both the clock tower in the past and in the future. What else did we get? We got some pops in the I Want It All. So I got Ash and the 4th Doctor, both in pop protectors. And then, of course, it's Time Machine, so you gotta have the Back to the Future Time Machine. That is so cool. Unfortunately, I already have it, but I'm gonna, you know, give this to somebody I know who will really appreciate it. Very cool item, though, to come in a Geek Box. That's very cool. Also, we got another Doctor Who Pocket Pop right there, the 10th Doctor, and then a Doctor Who Titans figure, which I got a Dalek. I called it a Dalek, and somebody laughed at me because I'm not a Doctor Who fan, but whatever. He's still awesome, you know, as far as that goes. So there's that, and then of course the T-shirt, which I completely missed, was a Back to the Future, I'll Be Back Terminator mashup right there. I just looked at it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's Marty in the Time Machine. It says Back to the Future, but it's a mashup, and very cool mashup at that. So that was the I Want It All Time Machine cache. Even though I'm not a Doctor Who fan, a lot of people are. So there was a lot of Doctor Who stuff in there. Very cool for people like that. I think this was a great, you know, execution of the theme. So I would say this is a damn good box. I'm going to give them a 5 out of 5 stars. They did awesome with this. Okay, and then finally my Fun with Funko box. This is kind of different. It's just an assortment of Funko Pops and Funko items and stuff like that. And, you know, it's still a mystery box. You don't know what you're getting, but it's pretty limited to Funko. And then they throw in a little something extra just for fun. So I actually, I ordered Disney Pixar, if you've seen the video, and I got Disney instead. But I'm making the best of it because it's still really cool, really good box. So I got Ariel right there in her lovely blue dress. And Cinderella right there, also in a blue dress. And I had mistakenly read the back and said you could possibly get these other ones. I don't know if you could or not. I'm sure everybody got the same ones, but I just wanted to correct that. Then we also got a mystery mini, and I got Marshmallow right there. And then here comes what the extra was. So this was the Disney one, so I got a little princess bag with a tiara and a magic wand. and then 2 little jelly bracelets, which, you know, I made the best of in my video. You should watch it. It was really cool. But I like this service. It's very nice. You know, it's essentially... you make out a little bit better than getting the 3 pops and the mystery mini. They have 2 sizes. They have a small one. They have a big one. You know, you're not getting double your money on them, but they don't claim to. You know, you're just getting a random, you know, fun assortment of Funko Pops with a little something extra. So, that being said, I thought the Disney one was really great. And for a little girl or something like that, would absolutely love it. 4 out of 5 stars. So, that was that. And that was the last box. So, there you go. That was everything that I got for the month of July 2015. Alright, and as always, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and visit my blog at www.thenerdherderblog.com. And that is all. Until my next unboxing, goodbye.